So good morning, everybody. Thanks for sparing time. We'll take the next couple of minutes to share about what's new at eGrowth, how we plan to take it further. The first transformation that has happened is that we're talking about eGrowth Get Business Done. In the sense, from being just a business networking platform, we're moving towards a platform which does certain activities for you such that your business grows. Srividya is smiling. Srividya, you want to say something?
Finally.
Yes, finally. So it took some time.
Yeah.
And we're getting
अब तक it was just अच्छे दिन आएंगे अभी आ रहे हैं.
आ रहे हैं ना finally. Very good. Okay. We provide profitable customers through relationships and technology. See, relationship has been our strength and we're building it further and we're augmenting it with technology such that things actually happen. Our mission is measurable growth for every business. And as you're aware, we have been working with 50,000 plus MSMEs and we've conducted more than 500 events. And there is a lot more that we're up to. Who benefits from eGrowth? MSMEs, solopreneurs, corporate partners, industry bodies. Primarily through leads, outreach, networking, promotions, events, and consulting. All right. This is what the journey has been so far. The idea was conceived in 2014. And today, 8 years later, we are a community of 50,000 plus entrepreneurs. Some of the events, trainings, programs, networking events from the past. My first question to you is, do you desire to have new questions? So you can just unmute and say yes, no, or it's okay, you got enough.
Who's had enough? Sorry.
I said my first question to you is, do you desire to have new customers?
Yes, yes.
How about others? You can also put it in the chat box.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Very good. Welcome, Raj. So we were just, my first question was, do you desire to have more customers? At eGrowth, we leverage our industry connects to get you new business and larger exposure. During the last 8 years, we've nurtured these contacts through personal meetings. I think other than Ajish, I have met all of you personally, either at your office or otherwise, right? And this has happened by traveling around 80,000 kilometers across the country and also by being members of larger forums. I am a member of other associations, chambers, and also many of our members are also members elsewhere. So what this gives is, this gives us a larger outreach. And that is how we're able to convert or get you more business. Some of the industry connects that we have. So all the logos that you see on the left-hand side, we have done something or the other with them. Whether it is Services Export Promotion Council, or it is the Central Tour Room Ludhiana, or it is Maratha Chamber Pune, or it is TIE Delhi NCR, or it is Lajja, all of them, we've done some events, either buyer-seller meetings, some networking events, some trainings, all that. And this is growing. We're strengthening our relationships with various associations and chapters. So here's one of the trip that we conducted in the last winter in Punjab. So you all know Chima Sahab, right? So we met Chima Sahab. We also went to his factory. Then we were at Ludhiana. This is where we went to Chamber of Industrial and Commercial Undertakings, which is the largest chamber in the state of Punjab. In the middle is Mr. Upkar Singh, who is the president of CICU. This is a photo from Central Control Room, Ludhiana, where we had a meeting. We also had a meeting at Mohali Industries Association. So like this, we've been building in-person relationships with various bodies. So this is the domestic connect, okay? We've also been working on the international connect. We organized buyer-seller meetings for Dubai Electricity and Water Authority in Delhi, Mumbai, and Ahmedabad. We had 30 companies who came and met up with Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. And we are looking at more such connects. Okay, just last week, or rather this week itself, I spoke to a gentleman named Mr. Gary Pasricha, who is the president or who's the founder of Punjabi Chamber of Commerce and Industries. This is a chamber which is based in New Jersey, United States, and they are present in multiple countries. We're looking at how we can build this relationship and leverage it for our businesses. I also spoke to a gentleman named Titus from Kenya. We're exploring what we can do there. Okay, so like this, we are going offshore and seeing what else can be done. Next question is, do you want to present to your customers? Do you want to be in front of your customers? Yes, no, thank you. Either you can unmute and share or put. If it is not, then we'll quit this slide and we'll move on. Okay, Ahuja says yes. Who else? So it is only for Ahuja ji, okay? Okay, Shri Vidya also gives a thumbs up. So all of you have been part of CEO Talks. All right. This 152 days were just a different world altogether. And we intend to create this magic and take it to the next level. Overall, we've conducted more than 500 events, both physical and online. We've had 15,000 plus attendees. And in this process, 100 crore plus Indian rupees business has been conducted. We've had participants from 100 plus cities. And this is something which is more recent. Just 2 weeks back, Financial Express had organized MSME Business Conclave in Delhi. And they had 3 panelists for the MSME Conclave. Out of these 3 panelists, 2 of them were from eGrowth. As you can see, Mr. H.S. Chima, the chairman of Chima Boilers, which is the 4th largest boiler manufacturing company in India. Mr. Rajan Arora of ASOP, which is Ajit Singh Om Prakash Limited. They are the largest food product supplier to Walmart in India. Also here is Mr. Bhogal of Bhogal Cycles from Ludhiana. He was a connect who Mr. H.S. Chima had brought in. All right. A couple of months back, we also organized the Sales Master e-conference, where out of the 8 speakers, 6 of them were from eGrowth. This was a joint production between High Sales, PhD Chamber, and GIZ. Okay. And on the 1st of July, which happens to be the Chartered Accountants Day, that day I presented at ICI headquarters. The topic was developing growth strategy and mindset for becoming super successful. I would also be presenting online on the 6th of August to ICAI across India. All right. In the past, we have also presented at Maratha Chambers. So I presented there, Virendra Ingle did it, and Mr. Rajesh Buddhiraj also did. So we'll keep on cultivating such opportunities and sharing with you. This is some of the media coverage that we've gone in the past. Do you think this is exciting? Let's have some thumbs ups. Thanks, Ahujaji. Others? Okay, so Ahujaji, this is for you. To help you increase your sales and profitability. How do we do that? Is this. You would have seen a similar model earlier, and you are able to appreciate the difference. At the bottom comes your existing business, which will continue to go the way it is going today, unless you make some changes, unless you bring in some transformation over there. And we will be your transformation agent over there. Right? How? The first piece is lead generation. As eGrowth, we are hiring people for outbound calls to generate leads for our people. We're also bringing in value-added services. I'll speak a little bit more about it in the next couple of slides. We would have dedicated client relations people. So for every member, you would have one go-to person in eGrowth who will be able to help you with all the challenges that you're facing in your business. We have already established a mentor board. Malwai Saab, he is the chair for the mentor board. And we have the promoter of Zycom Electronic Security Limited, Mr. Pramod Rao, who has also agreed. We should be announcing that shortly. And we also have Niti Madhok, who is the officer in charge for mentor board. We look forward to around 8 to 10 mentors in the mentor board in the next couple of weeks. As a member of eGrowth, you would have access to the mentor board. All right. And one thing that we are master at is having events. So we will continue to have curated events. These 5 pillars translate into profitable growth for your business. So these are the actionable items that we have put in place. We give you qualified leads through targeted outreach. What that means is this is the complete universe of humanity. Out of this, there are around 50,000 people on the eGrowth Business Network today. Within them, there is a smaller community, which is a warmed up community. These are business owners. Good morning, Ashutosh.
Morning, sir.
Welcome. So
Thank you.
this is a warmed up community with whom we have regular communication conversations. And out of this warmed up community, we get qualified leads. And these are the leads which we will be creating for you. And let's give a big round of applause to Ashutosh. He was the first person to join Inner Circle version 2.0. Ashutosh, would you like to say a little bit about what made you take that decision and how's it been for you so far?
So, Atul, for me, thank you so much. It's an honor to be part of the inner circle. And also, first, I have a lot of trust in you. So, what made me join was you. Why did I join? It was you, because I know the kind of person you are and what you can do, what caliber you have, and then we have a complete again the galaxy of advisory board you have. So and we discussed about it that if we're committed to a growth, what we can achieve from it. And thank you, Atul. Thank you so much. As always, you've been a constant mentor and a guide to me, and always give me you always give me a different vision, different perspective of whatever I'm doing. Thank you so much.
Great. So can you please share a little bit more about the actions that we have already taken in the past almost 10 days?
Yeah, so me and Atul have sat down. We just sat down for a meeting for I think 1.5 hours, and we actually noted down the industries. We work in smart card technology. We work on loyalty solution. So we exactly created a complete framework, how we want to proceed, what we are going to do. In that part, again, website was one of the part which I wanted to redo the entire thing. So Atul helped me in connecting with the right website people. So the designing is already in place, the contract has been signed. Also on the social media front, also on the presentation front. So Atul would be guiding, spearheading everything for me along, we both will be doing, but again, under the guidance and the mentorship of Atul, the entire thing is going to be done. I think it's going to take another 3 weeks for everything to be up and running. And also we'll start meeting the clients together.
Great. Thank you, Ashutosh. So this is what I meant by having dedicated client services people. So as of now, I am being the client service person for Ashutosh, understanding what are the requirements of his business, how they can be resolved, and what would be the appropriate support structure that we would need. We already have a partner in place who is into website development. Okay. We already have a partner who is there for social media creatives. We already have a partner who is there for content writing, and we are going further. So these are the things which we are doing. We've already started putting these things in action. All right. Thanks, Ashutosh. Let's move on. So I just shared with you how we would be delivering qualified leads for your business. The next piece is the value-added services. The first piece is vendor development. So we've got identified vendors. When I'm saying vendors, they are our members. Okay. And they are verified. They are funds who have delivered in the past. And you can rest assured that when you've given the work, that will get done to your satisfaction. And that is where eGrowth puts its neck on the block. Second piece is fundraising. So in case you're somebody who needs funds, we are looking at various resources, whether it is debt funding or equity or otherwise. We are in talks with certain parties, and we will keep on sharing that as and when the agreements happen. Scale up services. So like Ashutosh was just saying, it was just 1.5 hours in which we looked at what are the various industries, who are the different kind of people with whom we need to interact. And then as part of that, a new website is being developed. Social media profile is being built like that. A presentation is being designed. We would also have some testimonials which would be video recorded as well as documented. And then when we have all this arsenal together, then we will hit the market such that Ashutosh's business, it grows multiple times. Okay, I will not give any figures right now. We will give the figures when we've achieved something. As of now, we're in the process of putting that structure in place. And in less than 2 weeks, it's already in action. Then we're talking about HR and talent acquisition services. That is one more of the pain areas of most of the businesses, hiring appropriate resources. So we're also identifying those people, those companies, those solopreneurs who can help you with that. So once we are sure about their deliverables or their delivery, we will be sharing them with you, and then you can use the services.
Hello.
Digital marketing, we've already done that. We've already started.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, assessment year 22-23 की
So vendor development translates to getting trusted partners. Sudeepak ji, you'll need to go on mute. Okay. Scale up services is process automation, business automation, domain experts, recruitment, training, coaching, company culture, all these pieces, social media, content, SEO. So these are some things. So what we are looking at is that there are many skills which are required to grow the business. And very often these skills are not available in-house. So we would take that load from you such that you continue focusing on what you are best at. If you think this is something great, just give a thumbs up. Next is client relationship services. Thank you, Srividya. Thank you, Ashutosh. Value creation, community building, and creating opportunities. We create value by bringing in more and more conversations, whether it is through events, media opportunities, or otherwise, international trade. Community, right now we've got more than 50,000 entities, and we are connected with 100+ associations. This keeps on growing. We're nurturing it. In fact, right now what I've been doing is I've been pruning this list. So those who have become less active or who are not active on the network, we're checking with them and pruning them out so that we have more active people around us. In terms of opportunities, right now there are 1,000+ opportunities. We'll create buyer-seller meetings and we'll continue to grow more business. I spoke to you about the mentor board. So mentor board, Sudeepak ji, can I request you to please share something about the mentor board?
Well, the mentor board is obviously to mentor e-growth so that the mentor and monitor and be an accountability partner to e-growth so that e-growth identifies what it should do, which we have already done. You might have listened to him, and then deliver on the promises that are being made. Okay. And help members as and when they need mentoring. So right now, first of all, I must announce that we have another person on the board, very interesting gentleman. His name is Pramod Rao. I think Atul has not yet put his photo on the mentor board. So we have Mr. Pramod Rao, who's the founder, director of a company called Zycom, huge company, and he has agreed to come on board, bringing his expertise and knowledge. So 2,500 odd crore company as well. and a 65-year-old young man who drives a Harley Davidson motorcycle. So we'll be getting more such people on the board so that we can give you, see, the way the mentor board sees it is that there are many things that the MSMEs are not able to do on their own. Right? So until they go to a size where they are able to do that, eGrowth will provide them services, and which he has explained to you, and I'm sure you've understood it. Not only that, eGrowth is going to be very, what shall I say, discerning about selecting people who join eGrowth. So it's not like you apply and you get in. eGrowth wants to make sure that if you join eGrowth, you will benefit from it. So every application will be vetted by the mentor board or a selection committee, because we want to make sure that if you join, there is something here that you're looking for. So if there is no match, we will discourage you from joining. All right. So we are looking at how can you benefit, how can eGrowth and its members benefit from your joining. So a whole lot of stuff that we are thinking, we are evolving this platform so that it is going to be the Me Too place. Long time back when another such organization was started by the guy, and I used to know him personally, very big, TIE it's called. The guy who started TIE was personally known to me. And I made the mistake of not joining TIE when he asked me to. All right. So I think 2 or 3 years down the line, those who missed joining eGrowth will be lining up to be a part of it if the mentor board has its way. So very, very welcome to this meeting. Ask a lot of questions and understand so that you don't miss an opportunity, or at least giving an application for the opportunity. Whether you get it or not depends. Right, that's it for me, Atul.
Yeah. So thank you for bringing this in. So one thing I must say that one transformation that you're seeing in eGrowth, that is courtesy the work that Sukhdeepak has done. Okay. And we'll keep on working on it. Another piece which I must share at this stage is that in the past 1 year, I had gone on a sabbatical from eGrowth. In the sense, I had joined a company. Anji?
आएगा तो बताना.
Acha. So in the sense that I had joined a company which is in a high growth stage. So this is a company which works in 20+ countries. The headcount has grown 3 times. On December 2020, they had 200 people. December 2021, they had 600 people across 20 countries. They work with 1100+ institutions and campuses across the globe. And I was managing the brand and marketing for them with a team of 65 people spread across Philippines and India. The experience that I've got there, I'm bringing that to eGrowth. And that will be another piece which will take us to the next level. All right, so let's get back to the presentation. So we've got Sukhdeepak Malwai, who's the chairperson. Amit is the member, and also Mr. Pramod Rao, he's the member. Niti is the officer in charge of the mentor board. Here are some more of the recent activities that we've done. This is a photograph from the event that happened at ICAI headquarters. This is a photograph from the event which Financial Express organized, the MSME Business Enclave. I met the chairman of SIDBI, Mr. Ramanan. This is a photograph with him. This is a photograph which we clicked when we had a closed room meeting around 2 weeks back. When we started looking at how should the new eGrowth look like. This was another meeting which I had with Federation of Buying Agents. We had Mr. Sunil Kumar, who is the former chairman and managing director of MTNL and MTNL Mauritius. So he was a speaker on eGrowth a couple of weeks back. And here's a video from Pramod Rao. I would encourage all of you to see this video to get to know who the person is who's coming on the mentor board of eGrowth. The interesting piece is he is the first generation entrepreneur. He created at least 3 companies which became listed on the stock exchange. And all of the first company was India's largest company in office automation. Later on, Zycom became among the first few companies which works in electronic security in India. They went on to sell a part of their business to Schneider Electric. And even after that, once he came back, he has been taking Zycom to the next level. And he is like, I am not going to stop kind of a person, creating a lot of exciting stuff in the market. And then this is a Social Business Day, which was celebrated on 28th of June. Satyaji, you already know, he is the NGN guru. He was also a member of the Inner Circle earlier. And in all likelihood, he would be the member again. Manishji was there. Mr. R.R. Yadav, he is the director of a government department. He was also there. So, so while a lot may not have been visible, there has been a lot of activity. In fact, this has been a period of hyperactivity. Yeah, Ahujaji, you want to say something?
No.
All right. So my next question is, do you need domain experts to overcome your challenges? Or who of you need? Hello? So only Ahujaji needs everything, right? Fair enough. So Ahujaji, this again is only for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Dedicated to me.
Absolutely dedicated to you. Others can listen. We are not hiding away. So we've got experts in soft skills as well as specific skills. Okay. To promote your business at large. And then we've got specific resources in technology space, whether that is office automation or that is industrial automation or otherwise. And then we've got hardcore specialization also, which is industrial engineering. All right. Beyond that, I can just say without blinking my eye that if you need any kind of specialization, we would be able to get that in a couple of calls. All right. Now, my next question to you is, what future do you see for your business? And this is where I want all of you to speak up. So who goes first?
I go first.
Yeah, please.
Since it is for me only,
Yeah.
I think I should get
No, Srividya also said, so it is for her also.
Achha, chalo, we can share the thing then.
Absolutely.
We just need a continuous funnel of clients and I mean, which automatically means cash flows and moving up the value chain. I think that is what the broad thing is.
Perfect. And this is something which we've taken up as a feedback and built that into the business itself, business model itself. Okay. I'll share more about it in the next couple of slides. Let's hear from Srividya.
I think I want to get out of this league of, running behind social media guys and telling them what to do and what not to do and focus on what I have to do. Like it's been always running around these people, ye post karo, wo post karo. I want to be, the presence has to be there and what is the need of the market? And I want to be in international and national presence hona chahiye. And I want to come across with a lot of new things that I have come up with, like, how your business can work with a specific small changes that you can do. It's not only about esoteric, it's about practical and esoteric changes in the energy. So that's what I'm looking at. And continuous flow of clients. And if Atul can get me one bungalow in Altamount Road, I don't mind. I'll have a penthouse.
Perfect. So I'll also get one at Pedder Road.
Why are you leaving me out? I'm the first one there.
Okay, then we'll have a complete colony there, a gated colony. Okay,
E-growth construction or something.
absolutely. Then why have it in Bombay? Why not move out of this at one of the?
One in Bombay. See, Bombay is the main city for me because I've
Okay.
been gone and brought up over here.
Uh-huh.
One in Rishikesh,
Okay.
and the list is on. One in Bali for sure.
Okay.
Okay. And
So
rest we can
Tathastu.
go on.
Tathastu.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Next one, Ajish. Okay, Raj. Raj, are you there? Okay, coming to Ashutosh.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward for obviously the growth what we have discussed about. And Srividya, you're very, very right, because right now it's the social media guy who's been chasing me the time Atul has introduced me. He's been talking to me, he's been giving me all those, how the entire structure is going to go. And I think that's the best way, because we need to concentrate on the business rather than sitting on making a post and creating a blogs and everything. So this is not a specialization. Specialization is a work. So anything which deviates from a work is kind of a distraction. So Atul, like he said, those are verified vendors, what he has already curated, and he's also curating more. So when we have verified vendors, then we have one-stop solution. The liability lies with Atul, the e-growth, right? If the vendor is not right. So I'm sure the vendors are going to deliver whatever they are tasked with. So that's the best part. Otherwise, what happens is, when you get a social media guy, they do whatever they want to do. So once they are verified, they are properly curated, I think we will get the desired result. That's important. And also, like Atul said, he's hand-holding. He's hand-holding all the entrepreneurs which are there in the group so that they scale up the business. Again, scaling up will only happen if there is a proper hand-holding, and there's an advisory board to advise us, for our problems and our issues. Atul, am I right?
Absolutely. So now let me just add to what Ashutosh is saying. So the problem statement of Ashutosh was that they are working with one of the largest paint manufacturing companies in India. And that has been giving them a major chunk of their revenue. Now, to replicate it or to multiply it multiple times, one option is go to the same client and ask them for more business. The second option is to get more clients and do similar business, because that is where their strength lies. So when we started working on that, we got a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 different product categories. Okay. Now, out of these 25 different product categories, if we crack only 5, we are talking of at least 100% growth. All right. So this is how we are bringing into reality. Right, Ashutosh? And in fact, Ashutosh, would you like to share what is the kind of business that you do so that others can maybe give you some references?
Look, I'll tell you. We are an IT company in application development, and we work with, again, one of the businesses, Smart Card Technology, something like a Metro Card. So we do these application development around Smart Card technology. So clubs in India, these social clubs, clubs like Gymkhana Club, or your all the defense clubs which you hear, where the member goes and they enjoy all the facilities, the restaurant, the bar, the gym, the swimming pool, and everything. So what we do, we have been automating them using one card as a medium, and the entire process is automated through a software. So this is one of our business, what we do. Apart from that, we also do loyalty programs. We have done loyalty program for 5-star hotels. We have done loyalty program for so many people. But one of the customers we do a loyalty program is Nerlac Paints, which is a huge company. And for them, we've been working with them since last 2004-5, and till date, we've been doing their painter contractor affiliation and running the loyalty program across, because painters are the end influencers for them. So we run multiple loyalty programs for them on their products. So when we were discussing, we said how to scale up, how to get into, because when we look at paints, paint comes into a construction industry. So there are plumbers. So even the pipe industry requires the end influencer also into the plumbing. The end influencer is a plumber. Like for a tile industry, the end influencer is a mason. And whenever you get your electrical things done in your house, that's an electrician who's an influencer. So all these people, how to reach these people, or how to reach these companies, because they all require this kind of a loyalty program. The business gets multiplied, when their end influencer is taken care of. And these companies, the bigger companies, are already doing the loyalty programs. And we also have got the strength. We've got a strength. We've got years of experience of handling bigger, larger projects, successfully delivered. So now we're looking at how we mapped, me and Atul sat down, and we mapped all the industries, and we also mapped the influencers. So after mapping, the social media posts, the website which is being done is actually being focused. We are just focusing on these applications right now.
Awesome. Thank you. So this is how we're looking at, or we are actually building businesses. All right. Who else? Sudipal ji.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you please share about how do you plan to grow your business? What future do you see for your business?
For me,
Sorry.
as you are aware, I've got 3-4 verticals that I'm working on. Okay, one is my corporate training business, which is a very steady business, but there is a lot of scope for growth in that. So I need to grow that to at least have 5 more large customers so that I can work with their leadership teams. My coaching business is also doing fairly well. I want to grow that so that I had at least 5 more leaders whom I'm coaching. I already have 10. And I wish to grow my access consciousness business, where I do a lot of public programs of access consciousness. I wish to grow that. Then my other programs, which I have not been offering to the public, like my breakthrough program and all that, I wish to grow that also. So these are the 4 areas that I can look at right now.
Fantastic.
And I'm
So-
happy to share that Atul is already contributing to my coaching business. He's already got me 1 client. So thank you very much for that. Talk about curated services.
And you forgot to mention that I am a client as well.
That is for you to say, ना मैं खुद थोड़ी बोल सकता हूँ कि तुम मेरे client
All right.
हो।
So let's thank you. Ahuja ji,
Yes,
what is the future that you are looking at?
as I already mentioned, I want to handle one issue which I have always been grappling with is my non-ability to delegate,
Okay.
which is what keeps me busy for in doing mundane stuff.
तो आप इनको जानते हो क्या, सुखदीपक मलवई को?
सुना है इनके बारे में, जानता तो नहीं हूँ.
तो कभी एक बार बात कर लेना.
Okay. I know him for the last. I came to know him on April 21, 1994.
अरे even
Fantastic.
before that यार क्या बात कर रहे हो?
No, that is the time. Sorry, Jan 94. Sorry,
94 हाँ that's much better.
Jan 94. That is the time my sister did the landmark, no?
ठीक है. तो 22 और 6 28 साल हो गए.
जी.
फायदा नहीं उठाता है मेरा ये.
हाँ. तो फायदा उठाना शुरू कर दो.
Yes.
Great. Raj, are you there? So Raj is again a friend from, not again, Raj is a friend from Bangalore, very well connected in the government space, in the government licensing kind of a business. So if you think that you got something in that space, maybe he could be a good connect for you. All right. So now that we have a fair idea of where we want to go, let us see how we can go there. So first piece is, let us look at the world beyond ourselves. So as of now, all what we shared was, this is where my business is and this is where I want to go. All right. Whereas when we look at the world as such, there is something called as the Sustainable Development Goals by United Nations. They have identified 17 goals for humanity, which need to be achieved by 2030. Okay. So this is no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industrial innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below the water, so life on land, peace and justice and strong institutions, partnership for these goals. Out of these, as e-growth, we are focusing on 2 goals, which is goal number 8 and goal number 9. It is decent work and economic growth. All right. So economic growth for each one of us. Economic growth for the country that we are from, economic growth for the planet where we are, and then looking at innovation and infrastructure in the industry. Only when we bring in more innovation and strengthen the infrastructure will economic growth happen. So as e-growth, we are focusing on this. What happens is, the moment I started looking at this, the perspective of e-growth shifted. from being a small, tiny little community, all of a sudden we can see that we are a part of a huge community across the globe. So I invite you to look at your business from this perspective, and many new things will open up. Much larger a scale than what you're even imagining so far. Next piece is the value creation model, what we promise. This is something what you would have seen many a times, okay? Collaboration, excellence, or opportunities. This is something which I have been talking about since eGrowth was conceived. What you're hearing now is something even more powerful. As eGrowth, we care for all our stakeholders. That is probably what my personal strength is. And we're bringing that into the brand. Excellence comes by excitement. If we are dull people, we would not be able to achieve anything. And one thing which had been missing earlier is ownership. I'm talking from my side, wherein I would say that you have the network, you talk to other people and you build your business. By building the new structures, we are demonstrating the ownership that eGrowth takes for your business, for building the cash flows, for building the funnel for your business. And these three elements build economic growth, which is the eighth goal out of the Sustainable Development Goals. This is what we are up to. If you think this is something which is worthwhile, which is worth your time, which will help you grow your own business, then you might want to get associated with eGrowth afresh, with no history, no baggage. This is what Mentor Board would provide. And on top of it, there are many things which we've not documented. We don't even know right now. 1 month back, I did not know what the new eGrowth would look like. More than 1 month, around 40 days. And during these 40 days, I have personally gone through a catharsis. Every day I would come up with a new idea and Subdeepak would give me a kick on my back. And then I would either keep it or I would drop it. I can just say that we'll grow together. All right. How you would benefit is these different, right now we've looked at a couple of models. One is being an annual partner, wherein you get to be a part of all the activities that eGrowth does during the year. So for lead generation, there's a landing page for your business on eGrowth, leads from B2B events, leads from outbound calls, marketing activities. So co-branded events, curated event for your brand, guest passes for B2B events, backlinks to your website, creating more speaking opportunities. This is more at a branding level. And also business consulting is included in this by way of the Inner Circle membership. Second is the Inner Circle 2.0, which is an exclusive structure All right. Now, this is what we planned. If you think this is something which is interesting for you, this is something which is going to help your business, then reach out. And the third definitely is the premium membership, which is at the bottom of the pyramid. Do it yourself kind of services. Right. So this was a glimpse of e-growth as it's shaping up. Any questions that you have? Hello? Questions, comments?
So I think, Atul, what will happen is, let's create some few success stories. Because once what happens is testimonial talk about they're louder than any of the words, whatever we speak, and
Absolutely.
whatever
I also agree.
I think we now need to be e-growth needs to be action oriented platform. Rather than being a collaborative. Yes, collaboration is important, but let's show, because otherwise we need to have testimonials for everything and success testimonials, so that people, generally what happens is when we have the testimonials, when we have actual thing happening on the ground and people are seeing that, viewing that, I think then when they taste that,
Can I say something, Ashutosh?
Sorry.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
See, these ideas about growing e-growth, let us do it, you, me, and Atul, and with people who have become a part of e-growth. Right? There's no point in involving these people with it right now. Whenever we choose to take them as members, that's when they can definitely give their ideas and suggestions about the growth of e-growth. Am I making sense on this, Ashutosh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right, great, thank you.
See, I'll give you an example. Okay. What Ashutosh has just shared, we had been discussing this for well over 1.5 years. We would have conversations, we would set up meetings and end up talking something at random. And then this time, one thing which I said very firmly is, Ashutosh, pay up, then it will become my problem. And the day he did, I traveled all the way to his office and we put things in reality. In the next 48 hours, the service providers were in place and we started working. And today, as Ashutosh just said, that the digital marketing, social media guy is after him. The website development, he's after him. So it is their job to get it done, not Ashutosh anymore. This is one clear distinction which I'm able to see for myself. And very rightly said, Ashutosh, we would have, so I think in next couple of weeks, we should publish some of the success stories. Maybe you would be the first success story for us. The next generation first story. We already have some other success stories. All right. So any questions? Or Sukti, laughing?
What is the process?
Sorry?
What is the process?
So next is, if you're interested, you send me a message. I'll send you a form which you need to fill up. All right. And then that form will go to the mentor board. They will evaluate. And based on that, we'll take the conversation forward. Sukdeepak, would you like to add something to this?
Yeah, so while we are constituting a selection committee, we will do that job as the mentor board, because it's a very clear thing. If you are getting together with someone, there should be clear value that both parties should offer, correct? So sometimes if that is not clear, suppose somebody wants to join e-growth, right? We should be able to find out, okay, whatever it is that they desire, are we able to offer that value to them or not? Number one. Number two, will they offer value to other members or not? Okay. And based on that, we can tell them what category of membership they should go for. Do you understand? Like, you know, there are different levels of membership which you announce, which we will tell them once they show interest. And then we'll see, all right, Mr. So-and-so, I think you should take ABC membership, or you should take PQR membership, whatever. Or you should not take membership. So there's no point taking someone who will regret it later on. है ना? कि मेरा पैसा लग गया, मेरे को कुछ नहीं मिला, ये और वो. So better to find out before only whether they can, you know, what they require is what we can meet or not. है ना? So that way it becomes a mutually benefiting association. Otherwise we don't start it. ये तो शादी करने के जैसा है. लड़का लड़की उस वक्त बहाव में आके ज्वाइन कर गए, बाद में रोते रहते हैं. ठीक है ना? तो पहले ही वो चेक कर लो सब ठीक है कि नहीं. That's what I believe.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Anything else, Srividya? Ahuja ji?
Yeah,
Anji?
I'm in the absorption mode.
Okay, fair enough. So whenever you think that you've got some questions, just reach out and we'll take it from there. All right. And Raj, are you there?
Can I say something, Atul?
Yeah, please, please.
See, people have heard the presentation. I think you cannot be more lucid and clear than this. Okay. So after watching this presentation, the only choice that people have to make is, am I interested in being a part of this? If they are, they can send you a message. And if you feel that, yes, we can consider this person, then you can send them an application form. Once the application form comes in, then we will consider the form and let them know. If we accept the membership, then they can join at whatever level of membership we will recommend to them.
Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But
nothing
what-
else has to be done.
But what are the
Any questions you
choices
want
in the
to ask
sense?
about the
I
presentation,
mean, what
you could ask now.
membership? What does the, I mean, so to say, let me use a commercial word, cost benefit, I mean, of each, so to say, kind of membership or whatever. तो आप वो उस पर भी तो elaborate करो ना.
वो करेंगे जब आप इंटरेस्ट शो करेंगे.
So how will
तो आप
I?
जब बोलेंगे कि आई एम इंटरेस्टेड, फिर आपको वो भी बता देंगे डिपेंडिंग ऑन व्हाट लेवल ऑफ मेंबरशिप यू आर गोइंग टू बी कंसीडर्ड फॉर.
See, वो जो हम ये एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म की बात कर रहे हैं ना, see, उसमें there will be a lot of clarity which you will get yourself when you are filling up the form.
Why don't you run through the application form right now, or a dummy form, so that we know?
I'll share it with you because you'll have to take some time through it.
Agreed, but you just run through that, at least the template part, na, so that हम पता तो लगे क्या करना है, because if
वो
they are
आपको भेज
full,
देंगे ना. अगर आप इतने इंटरेस्टेड हो तो आपको भेज देंगे अलग से.
I mean, is it a secret kind of?
No. It's not a secret. Just that I had not timed for it, and we're
अच्छा.
already well beyond the time. That was the only
चलो.
thing. Yeah.
ठीक है,
और
so
एक
as and
बात
when,
और है.
as and when
Can I say
you,
something?
Please.
देखो, we have made a process for your benefit only. ठीक है ना? अगर हम उस प्रोसेस को फॉलो करेंगे, सबका फायदा होगा. तो स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलते हैं, आपको सब आपके पॉइंट्स की क्लैरिटी मिल जाएगी. ठीक है ना? कोई जल्दी नहीं है. Since you are showing so much interest, Atul will definitely send you the form. Or even before that, if you want to know the thing individually, we will tell you. ठीक है ना? Because there's no point telling it to anybody and everybody who may or may not be interested. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
it might later on once you send me the things and all. अभी I couldn't, I'm not too sure.
चलो ठीक है,
No, no.
वीडियो ऑन करो पहले.
What I'm saying is clear or not. I'm not saying. देखो एक process है.
No, I agree. No, you're asking me to confirm whether the process is correct or not. So I don't know. once we go through it, then I'll know whether it is. I mean, that is for you to decide in any case, the mentor board and the company, not the.
That's right. So let's follow the process. We've made it for your benefit only. Because वो फॉर्म फिलिंग स्टेज में भी नहीं आप पहुंचोगे जब तक आप क्लियर नहीं हो जाओगे कि आपको आना चाहिए और हम नहीं क्लियर होते हैं कि आपको आना चाहिए. ठीक है ना?
Chalo, I rest my case.
हाँ, good. Thank you.
All right. So thank you, everybody. So thanks, Ashutosh. Thanks,
Thank you.
Deepak, for your time.
Thank you, Sandeep.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Akshay.
Vidya. Thanks,
Thank you,
Savjaji.
Vidya.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. चलो, see you. Bye bye.
Bye.